Tanzania views the Lobito Corridor as an integral part of a broader strategy to enhance connectivity in Africa. We also appreciate the fact that the implementation of the project aiming at aligning this project with national priorities and other bilateral and regional commitments.
Yo, what's goody? Wavy. I want to say thank you to everybody that's been showing up and showing support to the videos and the channel all year long. I picked up a lot of new subscribers along the way. Looking forward to 2025. I said that I wanted 1,000 subscribers by New Year's Eve, but I figured I wasn't putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? I need to be dropping more videos, and that's what I intend to do. It was fun, and I hope that we got the result that I think most of us wanted, and I can't wait to keep continuing on in 2025. I'll be going into year 3. But anyway, let's go ahead and travel over here to Angola, Africa. Okay, because like I said, we can't get through the holidays and into the new year fast enough. Okay, we got about, maybe 5 more weeks of the suffering with Joe Biden as our president. You know that these other leaders around the world are looking at Joe Biden like a dementia patient and looking at America like we're a bunch of clowns for actually allowing this man to be the president for the last 4 years. He went over there to give over $1 billion, with a B, dollars in aid. All right, so after you drop a like, hit that subscribe button. I want to know in the comments section, what other countries do you think President Biden is going to be sending aid to before now and Inauguration Day? Because it seems like he's hell-bent on sending money everywhere. Angola, we're also sending money to Ukraine, not to mention Taiwan, not to mention Palestine, Israel, also lately Syria. We're also sending them aid. But let's get to this clip. This is y'all president. This is the most popular president in U.S. history. More votes than Obama. More votes than Clinton. This is him. This guy doesn't even know he's in Africa right now. All right. And then you got these presidents all over the place manhandling Joe Biden. All right. When he was at the World Leaders Summit a few months ago, they didn't even acknowledge that he was in the room. I'm telling you, America has taken a back seat since Joe Biden has been the president. And I'm so glad November 5th turned out the way it did, and all these beautiful Americans, these beautiful patriots, showed up to the booth the way that they did. Because we can't take 4 more years of this, and y'all think Kamala Harris would have been a massive upgrade? Well, where has she been since election night? We've seen her probably once or twice since she had to concede. As soon as she lost the election, she just faded to the black again, like she did throughout her whole vice presidency. Here it is, President Biden saying in his own words, $1 billion for Angola. Meanwhile, we have Americans here suffering even more since he's become president. Okay, basically wiped out the middle class. People living paycheck to paycheck, can't pay their mortgage, can't pay their bills, paying exorbitant amounts at the grocery stores. But let's hear what he has to say.
You know, that's the right thing for the wealthiest nation in the world to do. And today, I'm announcing over $1 billion in new humanitarian support for Africans displaced from homes by historic droughts and food insecurity. We know African leaders and citizens are seeking more than just aid. You seek investment. So the United States is expanding our relationship all across Africa, from assistance to aid, to investment to trade, moving from patrons to partners to help bridge the infrastructure gap.
There it is. Over $1 billion plus aid and trade and all of that to a lot of these African countries that are corrupt as hell. All right, it's going to go to the politicians. It's going to go to the government officials. It's going to go to the rich and elites. And the regular people are going to be left to suffer. All right, that's what's been going on in Africa going decades back. And President Biden continues to send money overseas on his way out the door. Like, how does that make sense? He's about to have to give up the reins to the country in a few short weeks. And he's here writing checks here, writing checks there. He gave Zelensky a couple U.S. missiles that he fired into Russia. It's almost like Russia is just like, yo, man, let's just wait for Trump to get into office before we do anything. So we could send billions of dollars over to Ukraine, to Israel, to all these places around the world. But we have people that are still displaced from Hurricane Helene that hit how many months ago, that had to go through a Thanksgiving where some of these towns are decimated. They don't have anything. They don't have running water, running electricity, internet, nothing. The federal government has turned their backs on them. Communities have had to go through the Thanksgiving holidays with nothing at all. There's even been reports where people are trying to get food to these people, and the government, some sort of government officers are intervening. And are the people getting the food? I'm not sure. But that's happening here in America. And now we're getting ready to go into a Christmas season, into a New Year season where these people, and the people, yes, but I also think about the children that had to go through a Thanksgiving that probably didn't get much to eat, didn't get the foods that they're used to, don't have the comfort and stuff like that. And then now we're going into a Christmas season and a New Year season where these kids have to endure through all of that again. We have no sort of federal assistance for them, but we can send money everywhere around the world. This administration under Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have proven that it is America last. They don't care about Americans. They won't even say Lake and Riley's names or any of these people that have been, deleted by these people that are in the country illegally. And we're also helping out them. That's where a lot of the money that should have gone to these Hurricane Helene victims went. Through FEMA. FEMA gave it to the illegals. And by the time some sort of catastrophe happened and these people needed relief, there was no money there. Par for the course when it comes to Biden. Additionally, just 2 days ago, today's December 9th. This is from December 7th. Biden administration announces nearly $1 billion aid package for Ukraine as Trump meets with Zelensky. So everyone's already understanding Trump is pretty much the president, all right? We're seeing all these world leaders starting to fall in line. Trump was just in Paris. We had felons in Paris. All right, Zelensky coming to see him. What is Biden doing still writing the check? But they know that it's a dementia patient. He got Alzheimer's or something, and I'm not trying to say that to make a joke or anything because it's not funny, but it's true. Okay, based on the last 4 years, I believe Joe Biden doesn't know where he is most of the time. I'd say about 90% of the time. But here he is still writing out these checks, and the leaders are going to take it. You think the president of Angola is going to say, no, I'll turn down $1 billion of U.S. money? You think Zelensky's going to turn it down? Yo.
Last week, Biden administration requested to attach the upcoming CR additional aid to Ukraine to $24 billion. Do you planning to do that? What is your position?
I'm not planning to do that. There are developments by the hour in Ukraine. I think, as we predicted, and as I said to all of you, weeks before the election, if Donald Trump is elected, it will change the dynamic of the Russia war on Ukraine. And we're seeing that happen. So it is not the place of Joe Biden to make that decision now. We have a newly elected president, and we're going to wait and take the new commander-in-chief's direction on all of that. So I don't expect any Ukraine funding to come up now.
Consultations aiming at aligning this project with national priorities and other bilateral and regional commitments. In closing, allow me to reiterate Tanzania's commitment to regional integration and shared prosperity.
Thank you for sticking around this long in the video. And in closing, what do you think about President Biden continuing to write all these checks all around the world, even though he knows that he will no longer be the president? Do you think he's purposely trying to even more derail the country on his way out the door as a big middle finger to everybody that prevented him from running for re-election? This has got to be some sort of, I don't know if it's some sort of political crime or what, but I've never seen something like this where it seems like the sitting president is doing everything. First of all, he did everything he can to try to get Trump off the ballot, try to bury Trump under the prison, try to bankrupt him, try to lock up whoever he can around him. And since that didn't work, now he's just trying to send off as much money as he can before January 20th. This is criminal. And speaking of, I'm hearing that there's a lot more pardons that are coming down the pike in the next few weeks. So I will be keeping my ear to that and what's going on. Or do you think it's America's responsibility to take care of the world? We have to take care of all these places. Some of them America is responsible for disenfranchising, and they have to allow these people to get on their feet, just like we're allowing Ukraine to get on their feet. And just to know, whatever you're thinking in the comments section, till the next video, y'all be safe and stay wavy.
Repetition is the father of learning.